You guys want to stagger, just so we don't hit each other?
Testing. Good afternoon, my name is Ashley. I'll be leading you through Sunset's 16-minute hot yoga class. We're going to start in the center of our mats. Feet together, toes and ankles touching, no space between the feet. Arms are down by the side, back of the hands facing the back of the room. Exhale, tuck your chin. Inhale, slowly raise your arms up in front of you, eye gaze following the back of your hands. Exhale, lower the arms. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms come down. Second set. Raise your arms up in front of you, just as the first set. Exhale, relax your head back and bring your arms out wide. 3/4 of the way, flip the palms and tuck the chin. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms come out wide. Take a step towards the top of your mat, quarter turn to your right, getting ready for separate leg half moon. Palms come up overhead, palms are touching. Take a 3-step foot over to your right. Bump your hips over to the left. Bring your right arm down. Inhale up and lengthen over towards the back of the room. Release. Bring your right arm to meet your left, palms touch. Lower your left arm down by your side. Bump your hips over to the right. Reach and lengthen towards the front of the room. Release. Left arm comes up to meet your left. Palms touch. Thumbs cross. We're going to pivot to the back of the room. Raise on your heels. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, round down. Bringing the forehead to the knee. Release. Arms come up the same way you came in. Pivot to the left. Pivot again to the front of the room. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, round. Release. Pivot back over to the right. Right leg comes to meet the left. Float the arms down. Take a quarter turn over to your right. Feet are together. Toes and ankles touching, no space between the feet. We're going to go into half moon. Bring your arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers. And release your index fingers. Bump the hips over to the right.
Go ahead and come back to center, and then bump your hips to the right side and lean to the same direction, the left, sorry. Okay, come back to center. Keep your arms up, and you are going to drop your head back and relax, release the tension, and then point your fingers toward the back wall as far as you can. Good, release, come up. Second set, go ahead and drop your head back again. Point your fingers towards the top corner of the room. All right, good, release. Now it's forward bend, hands to feet. Go ahead and curve your spine forward. I don't know what to say. Drop your hands below, behind your heels. Your fingers and toes should be facing the same way your pinkies are touching. The goal here is to stretch your hamstrings and back. Okay, release. Come up the same way you came in. Hands together, all the way up. And then, I have a different part. Okay, so after this. Arms down. Arms float down. Sorry. Pretty hard. Okay, so, awkward one. Okay, so palms are in towards your thighs. Go ahead and raise your arms straight up. And the goal of awkward one is a natural curve of the spine. So go ahead and drop down into a squat. Keep your legs and feet together. Good, release, come up. Okay, awkward two, your hands are going to drop down in front of your shoulders. They're parallel to the floor. Go ahead and spread your feet 6 inches apart. The goal of this one is to squat down parallel to the floor. So go ahead and squat down and parallel to the floor. Good. And release. Okay, and for awkward three, your hands stay in the same spot. And your goal here is to come 30%. Oh, go ahead and raise up on your toes. Sorry, your tiptoes. And then your goal here is to stay on your toes or as high as you can and squat down to 30%. Or above 30%. 30% above parallel. All right, good job. Release. And that'll be water break. So pranayama, deep breathing. Go ahead. Your hands are facing the back wall. Your toes and heels are together. Strong foundation. Breathe. Exhale. Sorry. Exhale. Tuck your chin. Inhale. Arms up. All the way to the top. Exhale. Arms down in front of you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. All right, set two. Inhale, arms the same way up.
Inhale, arms up, overhead. Gaze following your fingers, reach to the ceiling. And exhale, back, straight ahead. All the way down. We'll go into our second set. Much like the first, you'll inhale, reach the arms in front of you. Follow your fingers up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, relax your head back. And release your arms down to the side, out wide. 3/4 the way, flip your palms down and tuck your chin. Do that one more time. Inhale your arms up in front of you. Exhale to the side. Bring our feet up to the front of the mat. So strong foundation, toes and ankles together. All right, pivot over to the right. Bring your arms up overhead into separate leg half moon. Palms together, take a 3-foot step to the side. Bump your hips over to the right, to the left side and lengthen. Lengthen to the left. Bring your right arm down to your thigh. Just rest gently. And release. Bring it back up to the center. Bump your hips over to the other side. And your other arm down to your thigh. Lengthen over. Good. Come back up to the center. Pivot your feet towards the back wall this time. Your front foot is facing forward and your back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Cross your thumbs. On the inhale, lengthen up, and on the exhale, round your spine down to get your forehead to your knee. Bend your knee if you need to get that there. Keep your hips square. You need to bring that left hip forward. All right, come back up. Same way you came in, rounded spine. Pivot the feet to the right, and then again to the front to do the other side. So again, that back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, round. Good, bend your knee. Practice with the body you brought with you. All right, inhale up. Pivot to face the right. We'll go into separate leg half moon. So, did I just do that? Yes, I did. We won't do that again. I'm just kidding. Okay, so bring your feet together, arms back to your sides, and now face the front. Great. Test.
Touch. Now you're ready for half moon. During half moon, we're going to be strengthening our spine laterally. So arms up to meet above your head, palms touching each other. Bump your hip to the left side of the room and reach up laterally to the upper right-hand corner of the room. Feel that long stretch along your lateral spine. Keep weight in the back of your heels. Strong core and foundation. Strengthen those knees and those thighs. Release. Back to center. Bump your hip to the right side of the room. Reach up and over to the left side of the room. Release back to center. And now we're going to do the backward bend, half moon. Think of your whole body extending and reaching up to the ceiling. Tilt your head back. Push your hips forward and lift your chest up, bending all the way back, like drawing a line to the back of the room with your fingers. Feel that stretch in the front part of your spine and the front part of your body. Release back to center. Second set. Reach up with your fingers and drop your head back and extend, push your hips forward and feel that stretch in the front part of your spine. Release. Arms down by your side, exhale. Arms back up to center, palms facing each other but not touching. Awkward one. Squat down squat down. Feel the stretch. Keep your arms straight up to the ceiling and come back to center. And awkward two. Put your hands forward to parallel. And squat down to get your thighs parallel to the feet 6 inches apart. Squat down to get your thighs parallel to the floor. Put your weight towards the heels and reach forward with your fingers. Really feel the engagement there in your thighs and get down as close to the floor as you can. Strengthening your hamstrings and your low back. Come back up to center, reach up Reach the feet up on your tiptoes. Keep your arms raised. And you will slide your back down like the side of a chalkboard, down into a just close to parallel. Release.
Hello class, welcome to Hot Yoga. My name is Lindy. We're going to be doing 32 exercises today, starting and ending with a breathing exercise. Come to the front of your mat, put your feet together, toes and ankles touching. Exhale, chin down. Now slowly raise your arms up in front of you, breathing through your nose like a snore, not a sniff. Now slowly exhale through your mouth. Putting your hands back down to the sides. One more time. Breathing in through your nose. All the way up. And exhale. Tuck your chin. Lower your arms back down. Second set for pranayama, deep breathing. Inhale again through your nose, making this nice snoring sound. And exhale, reach your arms out wide. Tuck your chin about 3/4 the way down. One more time, inhale through your nose. All the way up, inhale, reach up, follow your fingertips, and exhale, reach out wide. That's right, through your mouth, not like that. Now, quarter turn to the right. We're going to do separate leg half move. Step your legs out, free feet to the right. Inhale, raise your arms above your head and drop your right arm. Bumping your hips to the left, reach over to the right with your left arm. Reach to the back corner of the wall. Exhale, release. Now we're going to do the other side. Same thing, just bump your hips to the right. Put both your hands back up. Drop your left arm and reach toward that front mirror. Release. Quarter turn to the back wall. Pivot on your feet. Front arm or front foot out straight. Back foot 45-degree angle. Inhale with an intertwined grip with your fingers. Exhale. Touch your toes, round your spine, and try to touch your forehead to your knee. Nice. Now exhale, release. Coming up the same way you came back in. And pivot once to your left, back again to the front mirror. Exhale, round your spine and touch your toes, coming as close as your forehead can come to your knee. Really pressing it in and getting that connection if you can. Now exhale, come up the same way you came in. Raising your arms above your head. Release. Bring your arms back down. Pivot once to the right. Bring your feet back together. Face back toward the front mirror. Now we're going to do half move. Raise your arms above your head. Reach up, intertwined grip with your index fingers released. And release.
Testing. Oh, no, you don't hear me. Now can you hear me?
No. Oh, wait, you can hear me now. Great. Okay. Hi, welcome to Sunstone. I'm Alex, and we're doing Hot Yoga 60, and I believe we just left off at half moon, right? All right. Bring your arms above your head. Interlace your fingers. Release your index fingers. Your thumbs should be crossed at the back. Ground through your feet. Make sure all four corners are ground into the ground. Bump your hips to the left and reach up and over towards the right. This should get a good stretch along the left side of your body. Release, balance over both feet. Now bump your hips to the right and lean over towards the left. Make sure all 4 corners of your feet are in the ground, pushing up. Release, come back. We're going to move into 2 backward bends, so the first one doesn't have to be perfect. Now, leave your arms where they are. Make sure your weight is in your heels, but your hips press forward. Now look back with your head, try to keep no tension in your neck, and draw a line against the back wall with your fingers. Release. Keep your arms up. Do the same thing again, but try to go a little bit further this time. Look back, reach back, push your hips forward, engage your legs, and release. Leaving your arms where they are, push your hips back a little, hinge at the hips, bend forward until your hands are near the ground. Reach your hands behind your heels, bringing your fingers under your heels, pointing the same direction as your toes. Now, the goal of this posture is to get your thighs and your chest and stomach to connect. Now you can work on lifting your hips, but still maintaining that connection. Try to pull your elbows towards each other in the back. Release, come back up the way you came in. And now we move into the awkward series. Awkward 1, leaves your hands up, point your palms towards each other, towards your midline. Now, pretend like you're sliding down a wall that's against your back and put your weight in your heels and squat down just enough to get the natural curve of the spine. And release. Bring your arms down to about the levels of your shoulders so you can't see the tops of your shoulders in the mirrors. Your fingers should be blocking them. Take a 6-inch step to your right. Squat down until your thighs are parallel to the ground. Reach forward to balance out that action in the back. And release. Awkward 3, leave your arms where they are. Lift up onto the tops of your toes. Your heels should be as high as you can get them. Without compromising your heels, squat down just so your thighs are about above 30% parallel. Reach forward. Your back should be relatively straight. And release. This would be a water break, but y'all don't get a water break, so we're going into pranayama, deep breathing. Check in with your foundation. Your feet should be side by side, no space between your feet. And I'm done. Bye.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
Beginning with pranayama, deep breathing. Creating a strong foundation, feet are side by side, toes and ankles touch, no space between the feet. Backs of hands face the front mirror. Exhale, tuck your chin. Inhale, lift your arms up, following your fingers with your gaze. Open your mouth. Exhale, slowly lowering your arms back down. One more time. Exhale, tuck the chin. Inhale, lift your arms up, following your fingers with your gaze. At the top, open your mouth. Exhale, lowering your arms slowly back down. Moving into our second set. A little excited here. Inhale, lift your arms up, same as the first set. Once we get to the top, open your mouth. Exhale, bring your arms out wide. Flip the palms 3/4 of the way down, tucking your chin. Inhale, lift the arms up. Open your mouth at the top. Exhale through your mouth. Lower your arms, flip the palms 3/4 of the way down, tuck your chin. Moving into separate leg, half moon. Let's take a quarter turn to the right. Take a inhale your arms up overhead, palms touch. Take a 3-foot step with your right foot. Drop your right hand to your right leg, bump your hips to the left, and reach up and over with that left arm. Bring your hips back to center, bring your right hand to meet your left palm. Drop your left hand to your left leg, bump your hips to the right,
reach up and over with that right arm. Bring your hips back to center, bring your left hand to meet the right. We're going to take a pivot towards that back wall. Front foot is straight, back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Square your hips. Inhale, lengthen up. Slowly round down one vertebra at a time, trying to bring that forehead to your knee. Bend your front knee if needed to help you out a little bit. Suck in your bellies. Try and get those hips square. We're going to come out the same way we came in, slowly rounding back up one vertebra at a time. Take a pivot to the left, and then pivot to the front. Front foot is straight, back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Square those hips. Inhale, lengthen up. Slowly round down one vertebra at a time. Trying to bring that forehead to your front knee, bending your front knee if needed to get a little help. Square those hips, suck in that belly. Coming out the same way we came in, one vertebra at a time, nice and slow. From here, we're going to pivot to the right. Step your right foot up to meet the left. Bring your arms down to your side and pivot to face the front of the room. Moving into half moon, creating a strong foundation for your side by side, toes and ankles touch, no space between the feet. Inhale your arms up overhead, interlace your fingers, release your index fingers, bump your hips to the left, reach up and over to the right, stretching that spine laterally. Squeezing your biceps in towards your head.
Hello. Hello, welcome to Sunstone. My name is Allie. We're going to be starting with half moon. Go ahead and set a strong foundation, feet side by side, toes and ankles touching, no space between the feet. Go ahead and bring up your arms up around, palms touching. Interlace your fingers, release your index finger. Go ahead and bump your hips to the left and extend to the right, feeling a stretch towards on the lateral side of your spine. Release, come back to center. Extend and lift up your arms and engage. Bump your hips to the right and extend to the left. Release, come back to center. All right, keep your arms up overhead for backward bending. Weight in the back of your heels, hips slightly forward. Relax your neck back. Nice and loose, nice and loose. Lift your chest up towards the ceiling and go ahead and release your arms back to the back wall. Come back to center for a second set. Engage those arms up overhead. Lift that chest up towards the ceiling. Relax your neck back. And gently bring your arms back towards the back wall. Release, come back to center, keeping your arms up overhead for forward bending hands to feet. Keeping your arms aligned with your head, go ahead and hinge at the waist, coming down to the floor. As soon as your spine starts to round, go ahead and drop your hands to the ground. Bend your knees. Marry your belly with your thighs. Now bring your hands around your heels to where your fingers are facing the same direction as your toes. Your pinkies are touching side by side. Now, go ahead and engage and wrap those elbows behind your calves to where you can try to touch them. Now lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Feeling that even stretch between the back and the hamstrings. Go ahead and release your fingers from underneath your feet and bring your arms up along with your head, standing straight up. Release your hands down to your side. Now for awkward one. Again, your feet should be side by side, toes and ankles touching, no space between the feet. Stretch your arms up overhead towards the ceiling at 12 o'clock. Now, bend at your knees and squat down without bringing your arms forward. This is accentuating the natural curve of your spine. Release. Straighten your legs. Now, go ahead and lower your arms down to parallel to the ground. The top of your hands should be in line with the top of your shoulders. Palms are facing down. Now take a 6-inch step to your right, about hip-width distance. Now keeping your arms engaged out in front of you, take a squat down like you're sitting in a chair.
The goal of this posture is your thighs parallel to the ground. Release. Go ahead and straighten your knees. Keep your arms where they are. Now go ahead for awkward 3. Lift up your heels as high as you can. High, high, high.
I'm tired of doing backward bend. Y'all were awesome. I need to borrow it.
I think she's saying stop talking.
Who's first?
Switch. Just switch. She's recording this over here.
Hello class, my name is Megan. I'm going to be taking you through this 60-minute hot yoga class. There'll be 32 postures, beginning and ending with a breathing exercise. We're going to start with that now. So face forward, we're going to do some pranayama deep breathing. So go ahead and exhale as you tuck your chin. That's right. And lift up your arms straight in front of you. Breathing deep. It's a Ujjayi breath. It's a vibration in the back of the throat. Once you're up at the top, you're going to then exhale, slowly lowering your hands as you do a nice low ha sound. Let's do it again. And arms up in front. Deep breath. Breathing in. It's a snore, not a sniff. And then go ahead and bring your hands back down in front of you slowly with a ha sound. Pranayama, deep breathing, number 2. Set 2. Lift your hands up like the first set. Go ahead and breathe it on a 6 count. Then once you're at the top, you're going to pull back your head, let it rest, and open up your arms wide as you're breathing out and exhaling. 3/4 of the way down, you're going to flip your palms and tuck your chin. Do it again. Lift your arms up. 6 counts. Snore, not a sniff. Tilt your head back and open up your arms wide as you breathe out and exhale for 6 counts. Great. Okay, now take a step up to the top of your mat. You're going to do a quarter turn to the right. Lift up your hands above your head, palms touching. Take a step about 3 feet to your right. That's great. Now lower your right hand to your right side. Then you're going to bump your hips to the left. All right, take a deep inhale. And lift up and reach over to the right side back towards the wall. You're trying to lengthen this left side right here. Bring your right hand back up, palms touching. You're going to drop the left arm to the left side. Reach up, inhale. I want you using your breath. And put your hips over to the right. And reach your right arm over towards the mirror. Okay, that's right. Bring up your left arm, and we're going to pivot towards the back of the room. All right, this is our separate leg, forehead to knee. I want you to take a big inhale, tuck your chin, and as you round down towards your knee, really curve that spine. I want those abdominals really contracted. You've got your forehead to your knee. Back foot's at a 45-degree angle, front foot is straight. Then I want you to come out of the posture as you did into it. So put your hands together, palms up, slowly roll up with your spine curved, back nice. Okay, now I want you to pivot towards the front of the room. Yes, to the left, now to the front. Now I want you to inhale, tuck your chin, exhale as you roll your spine down. Bending the knee if necessary. It doesn't hurt your back for straight leg. Okay, I want your forehead to your knee. All right, and then let's come out of it like you came in. Palms in front. Slowly, as you inhale, coming up with rolling the spine. Wonderful. And let's take a pivot turn to the right. I want you to bring your feet together And take a deep, nice exhale as you lower your arms. Thank you. I'm so excited for this class today. Great energy. Okay, so let's...
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me okay? My name's Joy. I'll be continuing the class in Half Moon. So we're going to pivot towards the front, facing the front wall. We're going to inhale, arms up overhead, bringing our palms together, interlacing our fingers, and interlacing our fingers, our index fingers pointing up. We're going to kick our hips out to the left, and we're going to reach to the right. Beautiful. And release. Take an inhale, lengthen up through the spine, and reach to the left, kicking those hips out to the right. Here we're working on a lateral extension of the spine. And release. Coming up to the center. Now we're going to work on our backward bend. We're going to inhale through the chest, lengthening, picking up the chest, and we're going to relax our head back. And we're going to reach back towards the back wall. We're bringing our hips forward, planting our feet, working on that maximum extension of the spine here. Release. One more, second set. Inhale, lengthening through the chest and the spine, and lean back, dropping your head back, relaxing that, having a firm foundation, and release. Now we're going to work on our forward fold, hands to feet. We're going to release your hands with a flat back, fall forward, reaching your hands to your feet. You're going to reach your hands around to the back of your heels. We're going to bring our chest, bending our knees, bringing our chest to our knees, our thighs. We want our fingers facing the same direction as our toes. We want our pinkies side by side. We're trying to keep our hips square, our hips raised. We're working on balancing the stretch between our hips, our back, and our hamstrings. We're bringing our elbows close together behind our calves if we can, and release. Raising up, coming back up to center. We can dropping our hands, keeping our hands to our sides, our palms facing in. We're going to inhale, raising our hands above our heads. We're going to keep our feet together, planted firmly, no space between our toes, heels and ankles touch, and your feet, toes, everything's touching on the bottom. And we're going to come down into a squat, keeping those feet together, not letting those arms shift forward. We're trying to keep the thighs at about a 30% just above parallel, and release. Coming up, and bring your arms down in front of you, parallel to the floor, the tops of your hands in line with the tops of your shoulders. We want to come down, we want to spread our feet 6 inches, hip width distance, depending on the size of your hips. Some of us have a little more 6 inches going on. And we want to squat down as far as you can, keeping the thighs, here we really want to keep our thighs parallel with the floor if you can. Starting to sink as low as you can, and release, coming up. And keeping our arms still parallel with the floor. We want to raise up on our toes as high as you can, coming back down into that squat, staying up on your heels. The goal here is 30% above parallel.
Hello, my name is Blake and I'll be taking us through Hot Yoga 60 today. We're going to start with some deep breathing. So if everyone will come to the top of their mat and face the mirror, feet together, toes and ankles touching, standing straight and strong. We're going to inhale in the back of our throats to make sort of a snore sound, not a sniff. And when we exhale, we're going to make a ha sound. So the back of your palms face the mirror. Everybody tuck your chin and exhale. And inhale. Eye gaze follows your hands all the way to the top. And exhale, arms come down straight in front of you. And inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Second set. Inhale is the same. Inhale, eyes follow your hands all the way to the top. Exhale, arms come out wide, and 3/4 of the way down, you're tucking your chin and turning your palms in. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Take a quarter turn to your right for standing leg half moon. You're going to take a 3-foot step across your mat. Bring your arms up over your head, palms touching. Lower your right hand and bump your hips to the left. Reach your arms straight up and over and try not to crunch into the right hand side. We're looking for a lateral stretch of our spine. Release, bring your palms together over your head. Drop your left hand, bump your hips to the right, and reach up and over the top. Release. Keep your hands in the air. Pivot to the back of the room. Check your feet. Your back leg, your foot should be at a 45-degree angle. Your right foot facing straight forward. Make sure there's a tiny space between your feet. Reach your arms up high, strong legs, and you're going to fold over till your forehead reaches your knee. The goal of this posture is to round the spine, to touch your forehead to your knee, and to square your hips. So check your hips in the back mirror behind you, and make sure your spine is very round. Release, come back out the way you came in. Now we're pivoting to our left. To our left again. Adjust your feet if you need to, 45 behind you, parallel to the sidewall in front of you, and round over. Bending your front leg as much as you need to get the forehead to the knee connection. Again, check your hips. Make sure you're rounding your spine. And release. Pivot to your right to face the back wall. Put your feet together, and then hands down by your side. We're taking a quarter turn to the left to face the front mirror for half moon. Make sure your toes and ankles are together. No space between your feet. Strong foundation through your legs and arms up over your head. Interlace your fingers, release your index finger, send your hips to the left, and reach up and over to the right, not collapsing on your right-hand side. Release, arms stay up over your head. Your hips go to your right, and you're reaching up and over to your left. Release.
Welcome to Sunstone. My name is Brooke. Okay, we just did half moon. Next, you are going to drop your head back. Weight your feet and your heels, your hips pressing forward, and you're going to draw a line on the back wall. Release. Second set. Same thing, drop your head back. Draw a line to the back wall. You're expanding the front of the spine. Release. Forward bend, hands to feet. Staying elongated, you will hinge at your hips. All the way to the ground. Hands come to the feet. You can bend your knees, connecting the belly to the thighs. Your fingers are under your feet, facing the front. Your goal is an equal stretch in the back and the hamstrings. Breathing here. Release. Coming out the same way that you came in, arms up, overhead. Dropping hands to the side for a moment, rest your arms. Making a strong foundation, your feet are together, grounded into the floor, toes and ankles touching. No space between the feet. Your arms come up about shoulder width apart. This is awkward one. Sitting back. The goal here is a natural curve of the spine. Release. Awkward two. Arms come down, parallel to the floor. Step your feet out about 6 inches to the right. Bend down into your heels. Your weight is in your heels. Your goal is parallel to the floor with your thighs. Release, coming up. Leave your hands where they are. Now lift onto your toes, lifting your heels as high as you can. You're going to bend your front knees and come down a little bit just above parallel. Your goal is to have your heels up. Release. Okay, and do another water break. Let's come to the top of our mat. And let's begin with pranayama deep breathing. You're creating a strong foundation with your feet. Toes and ankles touching, no space between the feet. Palms to the back of the room. Exhale, tuck your chin. Inhale, raising up for a count of 6. Following your fingers up to the top of the ceiling, looking at the hands. Exhale, slowly all the way down. Inhale, a count of 6. Exhale, all the way back down. You're looking for maximum expansion of the lungs here.
Hello everyone, welcome to Sunstone. My name is Laura and we're going to do the second set of our pranayama breathing. Let's take a deep breath in, lowering your chin to your chest, raise your arms up, breathing in slowly with your throat, and exhale, slowly bringing your arms down to the sides. Do that one more time. Tuck your chin to your chest, raise your arms up, and slowly bring them down to your side, breathing out deeply with your throat. Now take a quarter turn to your right for separate leg, half moon. Take a 3-foot step to your right, and put your arms up overhead, lacing your fingers together. And reach down with your left, bump your hip to the left, reaching down with your left arm and reach down with your right arm to your thigh and over to the left with your left arm. Make sure that your feet are and reaching up high all the way up to the ceiling. Now bring your right arm up to meet your left arm. Slide your right arm down your thigh and reach over long with your right. Trying to get a stretch in your side. Good job. Now release. Maybe bring your left arm to meet your right and take a turn to the back of the room. Your front foot should be, your toes should be pointing the back of the room and your back foot should be at a 45-degree angle. Now let's bend over at the waist, slowly, breathing out as we go down, your palms together, and you want to connect your knee to your forehead. Feeling the stretch in the back of your legs, straightening your leg if you can, but trying to keep the connection between your forehead and your knee. Now we'll come out of that slowly, breathing out as you come up, and turn to the front, to face the front of the room. Back foot, still 45-degree angle, front foot, toes facing the mirror. Now we're going to bend over at our waist, slowly, and again, knee connecting with the forehead as much as you can. Try to straighten your leg. The goal here is to try to keep your stomach and your knee connected as much as possible. Now come out of that pose slowly, breathing out.
Test, test. Okay, let's step the feet together and go into half move. So feet come up to the front of the mat, heels and toes pressed together, no space between the feet. Arms are up, interlace the grip, pointer fingers go out. Bump your hips to the left and lean over towards your right, getting a nice stretch along the side. Release, come to center. Bump your hips towards the right and lean towards your left. Release, come to center. Now we're going to do a backward bend. Feet are together, no space between the toes or feet. Take it on an inhale, lift up. Relax your head back and look towards the back of the room. Hips are pressing forward. Release. We're going to do one more of those. Arms lift up, head relaxes back. Reach it back towards the back corner of the room. Okay, release. Now, pivot forward, hinge forward at your hips. Bring your hands to your feet. Bend your knees. Put your tummy under your thighs. Lift up, put your heels, slide your hands underneath your heels. Fingers facing forward, pinkies touching. Now lift up in your hips while your stomach's still glued to your thighs. Release. Come forward. Hands forward. Come up the same way you went in. Separate your hands so they're parallel distance apart. While keeping your chest out, sit down like you're sitting in a chair and go into awkward one. Release. Awkward two, drop your hands parallel. Your fingers are in front of your shoulders. Take a 6-inch step out to your right. Now squat down so your thighs are parallel, or as parallel as you can get them, towards the ground. Release, come up. Now go up onto your toes, as high as you can, heels lifted. Now drop back as far as you can, squatting down, keeping your back straight. Release. Okay, now come to the top and center of your mat. I don't know if it beeped or not. Come to the top center of your mat for pranayama, deep breathing. Palms face back. Exhale, tuck your chin. Inhale, lift your arms up slowly, eye gaze following the back of your hands. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift.
Okay, so, second set of pranayama, deep breathing. Yes, lower your arms to the sides, and then 3/4 of the way, look down. And then bring your arms back forward again, take a deep breath, and then to the sides. Now, crap. I don't remember the rest, sorry. Turn to the right, pivot to the right, and raise your arms, and extend your legs, and then lower your right arm to meet your leg there, and then stretch up your arm up, and then, yes. Oh, and move your hips to the left. And then release, bring your arms back up, and then move your left arm down to your thigh, and then stretch up. Release, bring your arm back up, and then turn to the right. And then you're going to bend at the waist and bring your forehead to your knee. And breathe. And release, come back up the way you came in. And pivot to your left, pivot again to your left. And do the same thing. Bring your forehead down to your knee and boom. And release. Same way you came back in. And then turn to your right. Bring your legs together. Lower your arms. Separate leg half moon. So turn to your left, please. And then raise your arms from the side. Interlace your fingers, except for your thumb. Index finger. And then stretch up, and then move your hips to the left, and move your arms to the right. Breathe, and release, back up to where you were. And then move your hips to the right, and stretch your arms to the left. And breathe, release. Forehead to knee. Wait. Oh, back bend, yes. Extend up, face, relax your head back. Just let it dangle there. And then stretch up and look back. Stretch back. Oh, you're done.